In his new movie, The Last Samurai, Tom Cruise plays Captain Nathan Algren, a captured American officer initiated into the way of the warrior. For Cruise himself, life imitated art.
I spent 8 months training so that I could find that kind of elegance within my own body. I could hopefully achieve some level of grace.
First, what he had to do was to literally change his body. He had to put on weight in his legs and strengthen his legs so that he could maintain these stances, these sort of crouched stances for hours on end.
My forearms, when I used to put on, I couldn't wear this jacket at that time period because I couldn't get my forearms in there. I had to increase, the muscle mass because I've got 2 swords going.
He had to gain huge flexibility to do the kind of kicks and moves that he was doing.
But there's a balance because you can be very flexible but not have the strength to be able to hold the joints. So it took a lot of strength training and flexibility training. And it was perfect for Algren because it was a progression that Algren makes. And I was making that myself also.
You okay?
We have about 740 weapons. That's just real firearms. On top of that, we have rubber and replica firearms.
You have real spears, you have fake spears, you got wood spears, you got steel spears, you have rubber spears. It is an army in the truest sense, and there are different divisions in the army. Each one of those divisions uses different weaponry.
We have 7,000 arrows, 300 or 400 sets of swords. We'll probably be going 24 hours a day where we'll shoot for 12, 14 hours, and then we'll have a crew to come in and repair. It was very important to give them authentic sort of quality stuff.
We have some that are actual period weapons that we've refinished and built up to look 100%. Basically what we've done is we've refinished the barrels, polished the receivers, polished up the brass, basically got them as clean as we could, found Mausers with the best looking stocks and proper cartouches, and we use these for our tightest shots. We've gone so far as removing the manufacturer's markings on them, putting them elsewhere on the weapon so that when they decide to shoot a camera angle looking down the top of the weapon, they don't have current manufacturers. These are 12-pound field howitzers. They're solid bronze. They were manufactured by Gilmore Ordnance.
We built these cannons from scratch. We built a foundry to cast a cannon, special. It's about 1,800 pounds of bronze it takes to make a cannon. The finished process, we've got about a 940-pound barrel. We had to train the troops to fire the cannons, and that's why they brought us over here for the safety factor. Teach them how to fire, because these are fully operational cannons, exactly like they would have had in that time period, 1876.
I think that what allows the characters to live and breathe on screen is the authenticity of the world that surrounds them.
Ram charge! Charge is seated. Now, as soon as number 1 and 2 are clear, I'll be the gunner. Fire!
The biggest challenge on a movie like this is safety. I mean, bar none. You're looking at 300 people from Japan, and you're teaching them how to become military and how to fire firearms and how to safely fire firearms on a set where there's going to be conflict and people fighting in close.
What I may be proudest of is the fact that no one got hurt. These were remarkable animals and so well trained.
We had a lot of discussions on how we would deal with the animals, and SPCA was involved on a regular basis. They were on the set every single day.
These are replica Gatling guns. We just took solid steel, turned them down into barrels, bored them out to look like they're live, and designed a little plate on the back. It's actually cast off an original plate off an original Gatling gun. This is historically correct. I'll tell you, the significance on the Gatling gun, which will be apparent in the film, is that is a wall of rounds coming at you. Ed Zwick describes this as he says he wants the samurai to come charging forward and run into a wall of bullets, and he wants them to stop dead.
Each samurai has 2 swords, you know, a bow, a quiver with, 6 to 8 arrows in it.
We have ninja swords, we have long katanas and short wakazachis and retractables. And all this whole set of bayonets and everything was all made at Weta. These were all made from rubber molds so that they could pour the sword handles and imitate the blades. The first training was done with wooden swords with the stunt department, so we tried to give them the heaviest wood, so they were training with those.
When you hear about and talk to these guys about how many months it takes to build these swords, it's just incredible.
Everything that we have one of each. We have rubber stars, we have real aluminum stars, which are great for affixing to special effects makeup. Many of the arrows that we had made are made of bamboo, and just the way they used to make them. Pete Clark went to Kyoto and met with a bow maker who made 10 prototype bows for us, and then we made bows from those. So they are absolutely the same way samurais made bows 400 years ago.
I met one of the bows archery masters in Japan, and he taught me how to shoot, how to concentrate.
There's a moment in the film when Tom's character realizes that there's a rebellion of these samurai that refuses to use firearms. He's utterly shocked and amazed that that was part of the modern world that they were rejecting. And they stopped using them, knowing that they would be killed.
And background, and action.
You all did a great job today. Absolutely outstanding. I have never in my entire career seen anything like this. When you see it on film, you're going to be very proud of yourselves because it is very, very exciting. So, domo arigato. Have a great weekend.
All right, thank you.